Did you hear that? That right there, that's the classic squad playbook. It's the same old tune we always hear from Ilhan Omar and the rest of them. It's all emotion, all hysteria, and zero facts. Republicans are evil. They want to kill the poor. They're just helping their billionaire friends. It's a police state. I mean, come on. She is scoffing at the idea that the government might be wasting money. She wants you to believe that every single penny is being spent perfectly, and that any attempt to find savings is just an evil plot. But Holden, just wait, because Representative Brandon Gill is up next, and let's just say he didn't come to play. He brought the receipts. We're going to watch the whole thing, and I'm going to break down this absolute takedown. This is the kind of common sense we desperately need in Congress. Folks, before we dive into the full clip, if you're as sick and tired of the squad's nonsense as I am, and you want to see facts finally win out over feelings, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Let's get this in front of more people. All right, let's watch the whole exchange. First, you get Ilhan Omar's full speech. It's exactly what you'd expect. Devastating cuts, more hungry children, more preventable deaths. This is what they always do. The far left cannot debate on the merits. They can't, they have to go straight to emotional blackmail. They want you to believe that any attempt to balance our out-of-key control budget is the same as pushing old ladies off a cliff. She is literally protecting every single dollar of government spending by saying, if you cut anything, children will starve. It's dishonest, and frankly, it's insulting to our intelligence. And then Representative Brandon Gill gets the mic. And this is just perfect. He doesn't just argue. He doesn't just say, "Nah, you're wrong." He brings the actual literal receipts. He starts off by calmly explaining what the bill actually does. It extends the Trump tax cuts. You know, the tax cuts that gave most working Americans a break. The ones the left still calls billionaire tax cuts, even though we all saw our own paychecks go up. He talks about securing the border, which the Squad thinks is racist. He talks about unleashing American energy, which the Squad thinks is killing the planet. These are common sense things that normal everyday Americans want. But this next party's the knockout punch. This is what they never want to talk about. Omar says there's no waste, fraud, and abuse. She acts like that's just a Republican fantasy. Well, Brandon Gill just opens the book and he reads off a whole list of these flagrant abuses of our taxpayer dollars. I mean, you heard it. Money for a transgender opera in Colombia. Money for queer feminist discourse in Albania. Money for a BIPOC speaker series in Canada. And he's 100% right. By the way, most normal Americans have no idea what that even means, and they shouldn't have to. This is the waste, fraud, and abuse that Ilhan Omar and the Squad pretend doesn't exist. This is the stuff she is protecting when she screams, "You're killing children." She is by default defending your tax money being spent on this stuff. And Gill's challenge at the end is perfect. He dares them, go on. Go tell the American people why their hard-earned money should be funding queer feminist discourse in Albania. Go tell the folks in your district who are struggling to pay for gas and groceries that their money has to go to these radical globalist pet projects. Of course they won't. They can't. They'll just go back to the microphone and scream, "You're killing the poor" all over again. Folks, this is the difference right here. It's night and day. One side, Omar's side, uses pure fact-free emotional hysteria. The other side, Gill's side, brings a list of actual insane government spending and asks, why are we paying for this? The Squad doesn't want to govern. They want to lecture. They think your money is their money and they get to spend it on whatever radical woke ideology they want anywhere in the world. Brandon Gill just exposed that clear as day. This isn't about helping Americans. It's about funding their ideology with your bank account. What do you guys think? Did Gill nail it or what? Let me know in the comments which one of those spending items was the craziest to you. This was a huge win for common sense. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.